Next is the risk response, that is the treatment options. The classic risk treatments are mitigate, that is implementing controls to reduce risk or impact; accept, do nothing further if the risk is within tolerance; avoid, halt or change the activity to eliminate risk, that is, say, decide not to store certain data; and transfer, that is, shift the risk to a third party, like buy a cyber insurance, outsource to a secure cloud provider, etc. Now, in our scenario, data breach risk, which is a high priority risk, as we were discussing for Deepwater Corporation; mitigate, that is implementing strong firewalls and IDS IPS, conducting regular vulnerability scan, enforcing MFA for admins, encrypting all sensitive data at rest and in transit might be a feasible and acceptable solution. And transfer, that is purchasing a cyber insurance policy to offset the potential financial damages, is also another acceptable solution. And for the second scenario, which we talked about, is the short service outage risk. Acceptance, that is, if backups and failures exist, our company might accept the occasional downtime as within business tolerance. Now, if there is employee misconfiguration, mitigation might be of priority, which will provide regular security awareness training. It will be taken care, and for that we also need to set up change management process so that misconfigurations are handled properly. Now, the key takeaway here is that deciding the best response for each risk ensures resources are allocated appropriately and high priority threats get the strongest control. So, when we tailor our responses to each specific risk, we ensure that we are not treating every threat as equally dangerous. This means prioritization, that is, by assessing high risk based on its potential impact and likelihood, we can rank them. High priority risks, those that could harm significantly, are identified so that we know where to focus our efforts. Organizations have to understand they have limited resources, whether it's time, money, or people. So, by understanding which risks are more severe, they can dedicate their robust security measures and tighter controls to those areas. This avoids overspending on less critical issues. Also, applying the strongest control to high priority threats means that the most dangerous vulnerabilities are less likely to be exploited. Meanwhile, low risk areas receive appropriate but less intensive safeguards. And with a clear picture of which risk need immediate and strong action, we can develop a targeted strategy that effectively mitigates potential damages and keep overall security posture strong enough.